Feels like a little better fish.
I'm gonna have to go back to the worm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a pretty good, decent little fish.
If he don't get off on me.
Yeah, that'll be a keeper.
Look at that one right below him, Brian.
Yeah.
There's one right below him there.
See if I can get my tube in there. He's gone now, isn't he?
He followed him all the way up.
Yeah. There he is, right there. I see him.
Yeah, he's still down there.
He don't want the tube. Doesn't look like. Well, that answers my question about fishing with a tube today. I probably need to go back to the worm, huh? Well, pull that Kentucky in here.
Oh, he's a good one.
That's a good fat keeper,
nice
Kentucky.
Big old fat Kentucky.
Rusty says, let me see that. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper.
Nice little 14-inch Kentucky.
Yeah. Well,
good
folks,
fish.
Welcome to Fishing Hog Country. It's an the end of April, and Pat and I decided to just go fishing today. So we're just dinking around, and it's post-spawn, water's real clear, so we're down to 6-pound line, and just gonna catch some keepers today, like that one, hopefully.
Bet. Just gonna get out here and throw a little 4-inch worm, and let it hit the bottom and see what happens.
Let's get another.
Get out of there, feller.
Y'all watch this. We'll be right back with more Fishing Hog Country right after this.
There was another one with him.
You're watching the Fishing Hog Country television program featuring Express Boats.
Snag one off the boat?
That's a little rascal. Little Kentucky. He's way out here by the boat, Pat. I was just kind of dragging him.
Okay, Rusty, you get to give him a kiss here in a minute. We got the dog to kiss the fish, so we don't have to.
And there he goes. He's out of here. That's the kind you catch most of the time on these little baits, but sometimes you catch a good one.
You just kind of dragging that along behind the boat.
Yeah, I let it swing way out here, and all of a sudden he just swam out here and nailed it. Swam out here and nailed it. Right behind the cold front, so
Right
light
in front
line.
of another cold front.
Yeah, light line and small baits is kind of what you got to do. And slow. Slow, I guess, is the most important thing. Just keep it really, really slow.
Either that or you just got to hit him in the head.
There's one.
That's a fish. What?
Do you see him jerk the slack out of my line?
Ain't any buddies with him, does he?
I don't see anybody chasing him.
Well,
Another Kentucky. He's just a little bit better than the last one I caught. That's a keeper here.
That's a keeper here on Beaver Lake.
Yeah. Second rust. Look at them old red eyes. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of light colored, isn't he?
Yeah, they sure are pretty, aren't they? Little fat bellies.
Yeah. Just coming off the spawn and they starting to feed up again.
Yeah. Watch him swim off. You can see him for a long ways. Well, I made too much ripple on the water. Now let's get back up there and see if we can get another one. He's just kind of hanging out here on the drop. He just jerked the slack completely out of my line. When they hit it, they don't mess around, do they?
They tagged her pretty good.
Well, I was behind. Now I think I'm tied with you.
You're just about tied with me.
I think you got a couple of the little ones, and I caught one before the camera started rolling this morning. Slow, slow. Get it down there on the bottom. Kind of just hop it along. There's a bite. Missed it. They're kind of out here on this corner, aren't they?
Yeah, we may need to back out just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boy, he just picked it up and run off with it, Pat. He pulling a little drag.
Yeah.
That's a little better.
That's a little better fish.
Now, on 6-pound line, it's a heck of a
Oh,
fight,
that's a
too.
good 2.5 pound fish right there. Let me get down here and I'll get him. Can you get him?
I think so. Oh, man, I let him swallow it.
Good fish.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can get that. Rusty, you got to give me a minute here, bud. All right, stay back.
Gonna be able to get her?
Yeah, it's just right there, but come out of there. There it is. That's a good fish.
That's
right
good
there.
fish.
Look
You
at
know,
that
these
rust.
little baits catch a lot of little fish, but they will catch a bigger fish.
Yeah, he jumped on that and just ran right off with it too.
Mighty fine fish.
There he goes. He's out of here. Look at that rust. Let me get that fish off my hands. There we go.
Well, that's a little better.
Yeah, boy, that's what we're looking for. And I said that happens, you know. They're out here. That I'm almost sure was a male. And we still got some fish spawning and males out there protecting the nest, I think is what's going on. Boy, it takes a patience, though, with these little bitty baits in this wind.
It's tough to feel when they're even on there a lot of times. They'll just suck it in, swim off with it. And
Well, that's what happened there, and I almost let him go too long. I almost had to give him my jig head. Well, let's catch another one.
Yeah.
Boy, gotta catch a sack full of them today. Ain't too bad. Wind's chasing us around the corner. That's so irritating. But it's springtime, you're gonna deal with it.
yep.
Some guys call this the shaky worm. Yeah, get it down on the bottom and kind of shake it.
Shake it around a little bit.
Did you get him?
No.
I tell you, they're picking it up and swimming off with it.
Yep.
There he is.
I didn't feel him until he was already gone.
That's another decent fish. Not quite as good as the last one. Another large, no, it's a Kentucky.
That's a Kentucky. Look at them little red eyes.
Yeah. They're not messing around. When they pick it up, they're getting it good. There he is, Rust.
Well, he ate half your
There he
worm.
is, Rust. Yep, lost my worm. There's the pretty, look at the color, the spots on them, and the red eyes. Well, I got to have worm.
Getting that old Arkansas tackle box in there. Walmart tackle box.
Yeah, let me show you folks Pat's redneck tackle box here. Yeah, here's Pat's tackle box.
I came bass fishing, so I brought my bass fishing tackle box.
Well, what else do you need? Them plastic boxes are way overrated.
That's it.
You see what we're using here? These are just tiny little bitty worms. But a tiny little bait will catch you a pretty good fish sometimes.
Once in a while.
Let me give you a little tip, guys. The best way to fish when it's real windy is get your buddy to run the trolling motor.
That's a
and then
fact.
you can stand back here and pay attention to what you're doing if you're
Yeah.
not full of that trolling motor.
That works every time. Works every time.
Well, I enjoyed them last two. They pulled pretty hard.
Oh, I'm I'm working real hard to catch me big old smallmouth.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. This lake has gotten to be a pretty good smallmouth lake. They bring a lot of them in. And, you know, we've been catching some walleye out here too. And they've put walleye in this lake for the last couple of years, and it's the right kind of lake to be a good walleye lake, so I'm sure that it's going to develop.
Well, we've caught crappie fishing this year. We've caught several 12, 13-inch walleye. And
well, I caught one on a jerk bait during a tournament that was 18, 19 inches long.
Me too.
Oh, Rusty, he's keeping an eye out for us up here.
He's trying to spot them bed and bass. That's what he's doing.
Y'all remember Rusty from last fall? Rusty was my baby I had out with me last fall, little bitty guy on the show. He's grown just a little bit. He weighed 6, 7 pounds first time he was out here with us. And now he weighs about 70. He's eating about 300 pounds of dog food too.
That looks like a bed right out there.
Could be. Somebody said the perch were fixing to go to beds.
Well, they typically come in right after the bass finish up.
Well, let's just drag this little bait through there.
Oh no. I got water hitting me in the head. And it isn't from your pole.
No, it's raining. We need to find an empty spot pretty quick here. Yeah, it's a little bitty rascal. Little bitty rascal, but he came back and got it. There's you a smallmouth bass.
Did you get your little smallmouth?
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Blowing up on the bank here. Little bitty rascal. There he is, Rust.
He says thank you.
You want this trolling motor back?
Get to do the two-step back here for a little while.
He hit it twice. Either that or somebody else hit it.
That's probably his big brother hit it first time.
Yeah. I don't want that thing. Tastes like rubber. Well, he didn't jump right out of the water like some of the little ones we've been getting. That's a little better Kentucky. Is that a largemouth? That's a Kentucky, I think.
Yeah, I got the red eyes. Look at that, Rusty. What do you think, huh?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, that's
Kentucky.
13.5-inch Kentucky. Pretty thing.
Just out having a good time.
Great
you know,
fish. Hey,
some of these guys may be saying,
okay,
you guys catching a bunch of dinks. Well, come out here and catch nothing then if you don't want to.
that's right.
You know, don't get a bite all day. But this is what it takes when it's cold front and wind's blowing 30 miles an hour out of the north. You know, we had water that was almost 70 degrees and now it's 60.
Yep.
So you got to do things like this to catch fish, and periodically you're going to catch some good ones. And we probably had a limit of keepers today so far.
Yeah.
If you count all the Kentuckys we've caught and the largemouth I had a while ago.
No doubt. They're not a good one, but a better one.
I had a bite by the time you set the hook. Well, he's taking you to the cleaners on that 6-pound line.
Yeah.
Is that a Kentucky?
That's a keeper. Whoops, look out, Rusty. Put him in the water for me, would you? Little keeper Kentucky. About 12 inches long. Well, let's do that again. I don't know what that is out there.
When I first started taking him on the boat, he didn't have any interest in the fish. Man, you're putting it on.
Hey, that's a crappie. Isn't it?
No, that's a bass.
Are you sure? That's a crappie.
Crappie, yeah. I couldn't see from here. On that tree.
Yeah.
There's a little stump out there.
Well, look beside that sucker.
Good one, too.
Huge crappie.
Man, that's bigger than the bass you've caught today. Let's see if there's another one on there.
How about that? Big old crappie. You want to eat him?
I don't want
Me either. We'll let him go back and get big for next year.
right off of that stump.
Boy, he tagged it too. See if any of his brethren are in there looking for an easy meal of a C-tail zoom 4-inch worm. Well, that's encouraging. We'd probably come out and get us a mess of crappie next week.
Yeah.
Have to use minnows. Minnows and a bobber.
For those of you who don't live in Arkansas, those are minnows.
The slang for minnow is a minnow.
Man, you're getting a lot of bites.
Yeah.
Where are you getting them at?
I'm just faking you out.
Guide strike.
Yeah, guide strike. He got my worm that time. Couldn't fake that one. He followed her all the way out there and ate it. Got her all. Yeah.
Here he comes. Oh. Another Kentucky. Boy, he's dark. Look how dark he is. And that is a heavy Kentucky.
Yeah,
Look how heavy that Kentucky is.
Well, fetch him up there, Rusty.
She says, what you got there?
That sucker'd been caught so many times, his mouth had busted wide open there. Oh, that's okay.
He caught.
His old belly is just slapped full.
Right here.
Do what?
I was right here at the boat. Somebody ran up and grabbed me again. They're out here. There he is. Well, he come off again.
He might have been following this one.
Could have been. Well, I give up on him. Get down on the bottom. Do a little shaking.
There's another.
That one looks like he's pulling pretty good too.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to jump.
Another keeper, Kentucky. He's just not quite finished. Yeah. That's good old Kentucky right there.
Right.
What size is that belly on that thing?
That's a big heavy one there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to turn around and fish this again.
Another big old Kentucky.
Get lined out. You're probably gonna be in my line.
Whoa.
Well, can you not handle him?
This old boy here, he's bad to the bone. I got you. I think you're on the inside of me there. Or all the way around me or something. I don't know how that fish got wrapped around there that many times.
Now I got one on. Look at here. If I'd left mine, I guess you need to leave them down there a little bit.
Ooh! It's a little black.
That's a Kentucky.
There's a black.
There he is. Look at how speckled he is.
I know. He ain't got a spot on his tongue at all. Got dark eyes.
Huh.
Humpback. I hit that rock over there on top of that rock, and he came out there and just plastered it.
Rust. This one here has swallowed it. No.
He said, but it's so good.
Come off.
That was a pretty good fish right there. Felt like. Ah, he ain't a bad fish. Well, if he'll come out from under that boat.
I think that's a largemouth.
Little black.
Yeah. Got
Are you
black
done?
spots on him. See that?
Are you done? Caught me a peacock bass. Had that black spot on him. Big old spot here and here. Black spots on the tail. No teeth on the tongue and brown eyes. Gotta be a black.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go to the house, Pat, before we get wet.
Well, I hate it. Had a lot of fun today, though.
Yeah, we did.
Caught a lot of fish, caught a lot of smaller fish, but we got some good ones too.
Well, it's better than going out and not catching nothing.
That's
We
a
caught a whole
fact.
slew of fish
That's
today.
a fact. You know, we don't get to fish together a whole lot doing the shows because one of us is fishing, the other one's videoing, or we're in two different places, so it's just kind of nice to, just the two of us to get out and go have some fun.
Yep. There comes the sun through. We got a rain cloud and the sun all at the same
We're
time.
gonna get us a rainbow here in a little while.
Well, let's go to the house.
All right.
After